Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air, it's Brown. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Chris, Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Breaking tackles. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Looking downfield, it's Brown. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Out of bounds, but pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
East Carolina, 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Second down and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Pirates. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
It's second down after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Eagles lining up here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs to run after the catch for the touchdown.
PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. East Carolina's offense has back out onto the field now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Pirates looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Trying for a fourth down completion. The pocket breaking down. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down of this drive. Keeps going. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He eludes the rush.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, East Carolina. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Back to throw. It's Brown. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. On the move, looking deep. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return, tackled at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the catch is made off the carom there. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The pass rush closing in. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it off to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the left side. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, and try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Eagles will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. That puts them on top in the second half. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. The quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
We saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Pirates will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. To that quarterback, Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. To throw, it's Brown. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down, looking to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
Carolina 24, Georgia 7, 21.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. Looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally with the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
The Pirates begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Pirates pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
To throw, it's Brown. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He flips it to the back across the middle. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
It leads to second down.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
A 1-point game, and now the crucial extra point attempt. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. So here comes our first play of overtime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They'll run it from the gun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Eagles' offense is on the field to get us started in overtime. Looking to throw it on first down. The tight end has got it. Touchdown, Eagles, to take the lead in overtime. Oh, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Pat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. On third down, he drops to throw. Snipes a good throw. I mean, wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And there's the handoff. And that one produces a decent gain.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So here comes a crucial third down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
So now it's first and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. The run to the left, trying to find Pater. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. They'll run it here. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. Send the back in motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
this receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And they'll set up with PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Dropping back, it's Brown. It's a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Eagles move into the red zone. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's 1st and goal now. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. So now it's 1st and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Dropping back, it's Brown. Oh, it's a huge overtime interception.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That is the score. East Carolina 44, Georgia Southern 44.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.